Savera and Shefali. As the United States and Israel step up military action against Iran, global markets are on edge. The biggest fear right now is the possible closure of the Strait of Hormuz, the world's most critical oil choke point. Iran claims it has already shut the strait, but there is no clear confirmation of a complete blockade. So why is this narrow stretch of water so important? The Strait of Hormuz lies between Iran and Oman. It connects the Persian Gulf to the Arabian Sea as its narrowest point. It is only about 33 kilometers wide, and the actual shipping lanes are just around 3 kilometers wide in each direction. Despite its small size, nearly 20% of the world's oil supply passes through this route every single day. That is around 20 to 21 million barrels of crude oil and fuel. This is also a key route for liquefied natural gas, especially exports from Qatar. In simple terms, if Hormuz is blocked, the world feels it almost immediately. Most oil exports from major OPEC countries such as Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Kuwait and the UAE and Iran move through this strait, mainly towards Asian markets. Even the threat of disruption can send global oil prices sharply higher. Traders do not wait an official announcement. If tankers stop moving, insurance costs rise and freight rates jump. Oil prices react immediately. Reports suggest that several oil tankers are already waiting outside the Gulf for clarity, slowing down shipments. Brent crude prices have surged amid fears that if the situation worsens, oil could cross $100 per barrel and in extreme cases even touch $120 to $150 per barrel. Iran holds significant leverage here. It has the world's fourth largest proven oil reserves and has long warned that it could lose the strait if attacked. Iran has military capabilities such as sea mines, fast boats, submarines, drones and missile systems that could disrupt traffic. However, a complete closure would also hurt Iran's own economy and affect its oil exports to countries like China. That is why experts believe a total shutdown would be a last resort move in an all-out war. For India, the risk is serious. India exports around 55% of its crude oil from the Middle East. A large portion of this comes through the Strait of Hormuz. Its supplies are disrupted. India could face higher fuel prices, rising inflation, a wider trade deficit and pressure on the rupee. While the government says strong hand storage can last around 2 months, refining sources suggest that effective buffer may be much lower under current demand. The impact would not stop at India. Asia buys around 90% of the Middle Eastern oil. Countries like Japan and South Korea are also dependent, though they have larger reserves. Even Europe and the United States would feel the heat because oil prices are global. Higher crude prices affect everyone. The Strait of Hormuz has seen tensions before, including attacks on oil tankers during the Iran-Iraq war and threats during past tensions. But a full closure would be unprecedented and could trigger one of the biggest energy shocks in recent history. Right now, the world is watching closely because what happens in this narrow waterway could decide the direction of the global economy. That's all for now in this update. Stay tuned to the Savera. Download the app and follow us on various social media platforms.